Greetings and salutations, I am Scojo in 360. The countdown continues now 6 days before I have to pack up my car to go shoot in California for 5 weeks. I've been waiting a year to do this documentary and then delay, and then all of a sudden, okay, we're greenlit, you got 2 weeks to get to California. So it's been a little hectic. But the good news is when I do work like this, I upgrade. And I'm not getting paid to say this, but Lumix GH5, that's a GH4 that I'm shooting on now. GH5 is my dream camera. It's a workhorse camera for a guy who generally tends to do a lot of unscripted video production. Check it out, Lumix. But I digress, you're here because of real estate virtual tours and you are smart and attractive. This is a industry that almost sells itself, to be perfectly honest, because I just started telling people I had a 360 camera and they're like, oh, I do real estate, would you ever be interested in that? And then I was talking to some cannabis dispensaries and they said, oh, you know, we'd love to get some 360 stuff. So this has kind of been coming to me. Have I done a lot? No, I am no expert. I have done a few things. Let's talk about what you do right, what you do wrong. Let's go to the video. Now, recently I did a tour for the Lopez Island Getaway. Now, this is in the San Juan Islands of Washington, and it's a gorgeous place. And the tour basically is, if you don't know exactly what it is a way to go in and look around and view a property. In fact, why don't we just click start? And you get this nice little music. Now, what happens is you can look around and all these little things here are called hotspots. If you click on them, they will take you to that spot, like let's say the deck. Oh, suddenly I'm on the deck. Now this is great. Look at this. It is 360. It is video, so you can actually see the wind blowing in the trees. This is just, I mean, it's fantastic technology. Oh, why don't we go inside the cabin and take a look? Oh, here we are. I can go up in the loft, go back out to the driveway. This stuff is amazing. How do you get it to this point? I've got a few pointers. First of all, the cautionary tale is one that I learned the hard way. I put my Insta360 One X on a selfie stick on this thing. I went out to go shoot at a restaurant, beautiful day in Seattle. One of the things I have is a view onto the water, so I thought, well, I might as well then put a hotspot down onto the water. So I walked down there. It was lightly breezy at best. And I set it out there and rolled for about 30 seconds, and I hit stop on record, started to walk towards the camera, the wind blew, and down goes the camera. Two lenses you gotta deal with, so inevitably one of them's gonna get crushed. Ended up with a scratch camera, $108 and 2 weeks without my camera. So the first recommendation is not only, you know, find yourself a good monopod, tripod base. They make them with battery chargers inside them now, but also find a way to weight down your monopod or whatever else. Maybe get like a little 5-pound weight, put it over the top, something like that. You don't want to go through what I just went through. Now, approaching real estate is a little bit different than approaching a business. So let's talk about the specifics of real estate. The thing is, especially with vacation rentals, it's not just a home, it's what's around the home too. So you might want to think about what other locations that you could go to, or at least some other information you can bring to the tour. So that's something to keep in mind. When you get there, you have to start scoping out what hotspot you want to go to, because the deck might have just one hotspot, or the deck might have 2 spots where maybe there's a pool over here and a barbecue over here. So you have to start thinking about where are the places that people are gonna want to go to in advance. Look both directions, down a hall, figure out if there's a bathroom. Spend a lot of time figuring out where you want these hotspots to arrive. In the case of this island getaway, what I did was made it so that you could go down to the beach. Hey, look at that. See, now I'm down on the beach. You can find out about information cards like the Lopez Island Ferry. I can link to direct or reservations right there. I can go to, oh, the state park is over here. Oh, well, let's go check that out. Maybe get some reservations for camping. Then you can either go back to the driveway, back to the deck. But in the deck's case, I was able to load up a lot of information on these information cards that then link to larger websites. Hey, Lopez Island Chamber of Commerce. That is a great selling point to your clients. So the more area that you can cover in these things, the better it is. Keep in mind, every time you do one of these, it adds to your time. So if you're gonna build this out, if you're gonna have 20 hotspots, it's not only going to take you a long time to shoot these hotspots, it's also going to take you a long time to assemble this, because realistically, the shooting is the easy part. It's the assembling that takes a fair amount of work. In fact, I'll show you what I had to do to make this project come together what it gives me here, look at all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 hotspots on this location. All of them were spread out all over the place. You upload these onto Veer. It takes an hour to 2 hours sometimes to upload this stuff, but you upload all these scenes, and then for every one of these scenes, they have what comes up next, what is the format. For the most part, this stuff is fairly self-explanatory. Every time you want to go somewhere, there is a new screen that comes up, like in this hotspot. What am I going to link to? Well, I'm going to link to the deck, obviously, but I could link to the main room, the bedroom. All of these things have to be done before the tour works, so there's a lot of work involved once you've uploaded it. But once you've uploaded it, suddenly you can now go out to the road, take a look around, find out about the state park, go back down to the cabin. You can go check out, what else we got here? Oh, we got a backyard. Oh, yeah, I like a backyard. It's fun. That's where my doggy can run. So, I mean, this is an amazing format to upload so that people can really feel like they're there. I mean, just take a look at like how the branches are blowing and stuff like that. And when it's photos, it feels like you're in some weird like virtual reality game where you're the only thing that's moving. So the most important things I would recommend to you, one is to get an account on Veer.tv. Again, not paid. Also, I would recommend that when you're shooting these things, I would shoot about a minute's worth of video. Come to find out that Google Business only lets you upload 30 seconds worth of video. So I'd shoot 30 seconds worth of video. It will cycle back around on itself and most people won't notice it. But even if they do, I mean, it's a 360 virtual tool. It's still really cool. So 30 seconds per clip. Make sure you have your tripod weighed down. Figure out where you want your hotspots are in advance, and then add the additional information like reservations, information about a state park, maybe there's an ocean nearby, maybe there's a strip club nearby. I didn't say that. So those are the basic tips I have. Again, this was the first time I've done one of these, so I'm no expert. You might be, so leave some comments down and advise us. Even if you aren't, give us your questions, give us your thoughts, give us your advice. This is the 360 community. I want to rock some more. In fact, in the next episode, I'm going to rock one about doing a business virtual tour. So hit that subscribe button. We will see you again on Friday, and then I'm off to LA, and hopefully I'll still be posting. If not, we'll see you in another couple weeks. I love you guys. The emotions are real.